Hey guys, I'm Corey, also known as Rocker Dude, and I want to tell you about OkunoKa Madness. OkunoKa Madness is a hardcore platformer built for a high level of skill and speedrunning. To give you an idea of how OkunoKa Madness works, think Super Meat Boy with Rayman-esque art style. You will be traversing through 100 plus levels in the game's story mode. These levels span across 5 different worlds, each ending with a boss stage. Ultimately, the levels aren't too hard to figure out, but you will need to rely on platforming skills to get you through. As you progress, you will start to see how this platformer differs slightly. Shortly into the game, you are introduced to the ability to manifest a predetermined wall or platform. This isn't too hard to control, but quickly enough, 2 more are introduced. You can imagine how hectic things get when you are managing so many things so quickly. These abilities, mixed with precision platforming, aren't the toughest obstacle, however. No, that spot is reserved for the bosses. These stages will truly test your patience and ability to not break your controller. Truly, these levels are not for the faint of heart. They range from racing the bosses to simply surviving the boss's attacks, which sometimes span the majority of the screen. Kudos to whomever can surpass them all. One thing to note is that the game does offer different characters to use if you can unlock them. Collecting extra spirits in your travels as well as getting S ranks will open these characters to you. Note that these characters behave a little differently, so it may behoove you to go for them to see if they make your time playing the game easier. For example, my character of choice stuck to the walls versus sliding down. This benefited my playstyle greatly. Outside of the story, the game also offers a time attack mode, a mode that tests your abilities to speedrun the various worlds as quickly and efficiently as possible, as well as a madness mode, an entire world with even crazier levels than the story, although the bosses are still harder than these levels, in my opinion. As I mentioned at the top, this game was built for speedrunning, so if that's your thing, the leaderboards are there for you too. I can't rightly send you on your way yet though, without mentioning my least favorite bits of the game. It mostly comes down to platforming. You feel very floaty. That's not a compliment when it comes to being very precise with your landings. So many times I felt that my death was not justified because I should have been on the ground not moving when I wasn't. Secondly, the environment threw me for a loop a few times. It was hard to tell some things in the background from the foreground, so I would either overjump or I would hit a wall that I thought was in the background and not going to impede my way. The last thing is the difficulty. I'm close to beating the story, but the game is hard. Be prepared to die a lot. I hope you enjoyed this look at OkunoKa Madness. But be sure to check out the final score over at xboxtavern.com. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.